As we've gone through this module, what we've tried to do is share some really interesting topics which hopefully will help either change your approach to sales or give you some really good ideas for things to incorporate within your own sales process. One of the really important things to consider is that never try and convince someone to work with you. If you're not sure that they're the right fit, one of the things that's really useful to do is basically tell them some common reasons why people can't work with you or it hasn't worked in the past. And one of the really funny things that will often happen is the people that you talk to will start to give you reasons why those things won't be an issue. So as a prime example in the conversation when you're looking to qualify the buyer, saying our services normally cost in the region of £2,000 per month, would that be a problem with you? If they then go, ooh, actually, yes, we can't afford it, you've managed to qualify them out. But actually what you then also get to do is you get a micro commitment. If you think back to commitment and consistency, the person that you're talking to might say, yes, that's not a problem, that's within our budget. You could also say some common issues that often can derail a project like this is when we get resistance from different members of the team. And that's where they can actually reply and say, look, that won't be a problem. I'm going to oversee this problem myself. But the idea is the more you can actually share the common reasons why people might not normally want to work with you, it's another great way to qualify your buyer. Next, you never really want to try and convince someone to really work together. Although this might sound counterintuitive for sales, the truth is if they really understand the value that your product brings to them, they should want to work with you. They should want to really kind of do something together, because if the value is good and it will genuinely solve their problem, you're actually helping improve their business life. Although it can be easy and commonplace for the salesperson to almost beg or, do everything they can to try and get the sale across the line, if you've actually done a really good job with your marketing and your positioning and everything that led up to this point, it's important to provide information, answer questions, and be diligent in a way that you're a supportive partner. But you never really want to beg for the sale and really change that power dynamic. And then last but not least on this topic, always be honest with clients that often it's quite easy to get to a point where you've had conversations and you've provided information, but they haven't either bought yet or turned you down. Actually, in this, it's a great place to build relationships and actually say, look, is there something on your mind? What is it that's holding back the sale? Is there anything that I can do to maybe provide more information? But the point is, you can say to someone, look, it feels like you're not quite ready, or it feels like you want to work together, you're just not sure how. And what you're trying to do is answer the objection that might be in the person's mind that they haven't verbalized yet. But the idea is you're building rapport with the person to basically show that you understand their viewpoint, but actually you're doing everything you can to both overcome objections and also provide an incredible service. Likewise, if you ever feel that the person is just using you to get a price, but they want to use someone else, almost it takes some balls, but actually never be afraid to mention and say that to them. And as long as it's done in a polite way, what it could do is actually, even if they were thinking about doing that, they might actually get defensive and change tack and then come to you instead. But the point is with sales, you always want to do the best you can. You want to make sure that you qualify the buyers, ask them questions. But if it hasn't quite got across the line and something inside you is just making you think, I'm not sure if they want to do business, never be afraid, as long as it's done in the right way, to basically say that to clients, to actually say, look, I'm getting the impression that you want to go with someone else. Is that correct? Is there anything that I can do to provide more information or really kind of help you on our product or service? These kind of tips and tricks which we cover within the module are just there to help give you ideas and also almost just confidence of best practice in the industry, so that when you find yourself in a situation like this, hopefully you'll think back to this module and actually just be honest with people, and it will end up in a better relationship in the long term.